It's just me solo tonight. Sorry about the major technical difficulties that we had, but Miss Finn was able to fix everything and get everything back up and running. So we're going to have a short 40-minute fastball. That's what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to go through every game and let you get some information and help you guys set up your lineup for this weekend's games. And Thursday night football, Jets and New England, should be pretty interesting. So first thing I want to talk about, like we always talk about, is the major injuries that we have for Week 11. And let me pull that up right quick. Because of the technical difficulties, I got to go to my phone. But that's okay. Top injuries. We got Jackson Dart, Devontae Adams. Uh-oh. I didn't know. Uh-oh. Garrett Wilson. Uh-oh, knee. Dalton Kincaid. Then we got Bam Knight, the running back for the Cardinals, and Rondé Gadsden for the Chargers. I know Cap was always big on Rondé Gadsden. And, knee. Now, these are just injuries that are reported. Jackson Dart is definitely it's a concussion. So in Devontae Adams, the receiver for LA Rams, it's a oblique injury. Garrett Wilson, knee. So these are questionable, except for Jackson Dart. It's pretty solid that he's not going to play for the next game. So Russell Wilson will be in his place. All right. And then we got two teams on the bye this week. We got the Colts and the Saints. We got the number one team and the worst team on bye this week. So Jonathan Taylor is not going to win you this week. Thank you. Jonathan Taylor was tearing up the league. If you have Jonathan Taylor, most likely you probably won most of your games just because of him in your lineup. So we got Daniel Jones also, of course. Indiana Jones is not going to be playing. Michael Pittman is a big surprise as a receiver. It's not good. Tyler Warren is another one. Alec Pierce, Josh Downs. So we got three receivers that are one of them's definitely a starter. Two of them are like flex players, and definitely a starter in Jonathan Taylor, and maybe a backup quarterback in Daniel Jones. So if you have any of these players, make sure that you look on the waiver wire or activate somebody from your bench to replace these players, or you're going to be out of luck. 0 points when you need 20 for a quarterback is pretty big determined. Then you got Chris Olave, Alvin Kamara, and Juwan Johnson for the Saints. It was not too big. Chris Olave's been coming alive pretty good, but Alvin Kamara is not so good this year anyway. So if you have anybody on the bye week, you need to replace them. Now I'm gonna go through some must adds if you can find them on the waiver wire. J.J. McCarthy, Aaron Rodgers, Jacoby Brissett, Trey Benson, the running back, Spears from Tennessee, the running back, Blake Corum, L.A. Rams, Tampa Bay Tez Johnson, Alec Pierce, which is you can put him on if someone drops him because they have a bye week. You might want to stash him on your bench if you can pick him up, if you can afford to do that. Then Troy Franklin, receiver. Keon Coleman is starting to come alive a little bit. Mac Hollins for the New England Patriots. I know he used to be a Dolphin, and he has a lot of upside on him. Parker Washington is another one since we had the injuries to receivers out there at Jacksonville. Parker Washington is one that you might want to look at. Tyler Lockett now with the Raiders. That's another one that might be a good pickup. Since we have those three receivers from the Colts that's not going to be able to play this weekend, these are some of the receivers that you might want to take a look at. and Darius Slayton. Then we got Juwan Johnson. Somebody drops them because the Saints are playing this weekend, and you want to put him on your bench for this weekend. That's another one. Cade Otton is another tight end, and Dalton Schultz. Those are 3 tight ends that you might want to take a look at to add to your roster, or at least put on your bench. Okay. Now,
Question before you go.
Yeah.
Before you go, what's up, guys? Guys, hit that like button on your way in. Appreciate it. Apologize for that technical difficulty, but question for you, because I had this issue with my tight end this week. I had Kate Otten, and I
Yeah.
had him on my bench,
Mm-hmm.
and I put somebody else in. But do you think that his production will be good week by week, or do you think that he's better on a case by case depending on the opponent?
Well, with the injuries with the receivers and the running back, and you know how Baker likes to bake, so um, Otten would be a good choice. Um, who's the other tight end you have?
Mm,
It's also the matchup too. Who's let's see who the
I forgot who I have here.
Tampa Bay's playing.
Yeah, because I have 2 leagues this year, and I'm doing horrible in both. But I do, man. I'm telling you, my other tight end is Trey T.J. Hawkinson from Minnesota. Well, he only got me like 2 points. It
Yeah,
killed me.
yeah, I know. I was looking at that. My friend in another league of mine, he almost won it last year, and he loves the Vikings, and like how I love the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to put your heart aside. Got to put your heart aside. He played them, and it lost him 2-3 games with TJ
Oh,
being in there.
okay.
Unfortunately, this year there's not too many good options on tight end. Um, so I'm
Okay.
trying to.
No, I just wanted to ask that question. You can continue. I just really wanted to know
Okay,
about
let
him
me
for
see who
fantasy.
they're playing. They're playing the Bills. So how do you think the Bills do on the tight end position, coverage wise?
I'm not really sure, honestly. I mean, I think they're okay.
But you got
But
Rashad
most time,
Wright.
but most time they're actually not that bad, especially since most tight ends they go to the middle of the zone, so they might be okay defending that middle. So we'll see. But
But
like you
yeah, the
said,
the Vikings they have more weapons than Tampa Bay does. So I would
exactly.
pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would play Otten over
Okay.
TJ.
Thanks. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
no problem. Take care. All right, so let's go through the games now. All right, start from the very beginning, and we get the Jets at Patriots. I would flex Henderson. Last week, he did really well. He was my hot pick last week. If someone picked him up like I did, you got a good points out of him. I think it was like 25, 30 points I got from him. 2 touchdowns, 100 something yards rushing. Yeah, so, and Rashad Stevenson, I don't know how long, if he's playing now and then or not. So, but Brees Hall, another one that went through the trade block and not on the trade block on the trade block. But I would, if you need a running back or you need a flex player and you have Brees Hall, I wouldn't put him as RB1 or RB2. I would flex him only. Same with Henderson, because also New England Patriots have one of the best run defenses. So, and it's a Thursday night game, just like it's a short week, so it's unpredictable. So if you want to flex them, I would flex those 2 running backs. And then we got the receivers. Jarrett Wilson apparently has some kind of questionable knee issue, so we got to take a look at that. see Thursday morning. It could be even up to game time. So keep your eye on that. If you have somebody better, the place, I know Garrett Wilson is a good receiver, solid receiver. But if you have somebody that's equal or a little bit below him, I would put him in on your lineup at first and then watch to see about Garrett Wilson. And then, so then you got the quarterbacks. Justin Fields against this New England and in New England. So I wouldn't play any quarterback. Justin Fields, definitely not. But as for New England's quarterback, yes, play him against the Jets defense. Okay, let's go on to the next game. Washington at Miami. It's not Miami, though. It's in Spain, Madrid. The Dolphins play great. It's like a roller coaster ride with them. Roller coaster. By the way, I want to do a shout out to all those veterans. Myself, USS Kitty Hawk. I was on the Kitty Hawk myself as a interior communications third class petty officer. It's in there from 87 to 91. So shout out to you guys. I hope you had a terrific day and was able to get out there and get some freebies. There's my hat right here. So this is we started a little bit late, so I'm gonna run through this as quickly as possible.
Before you go,
Dolphins.
though, I
What's
do
that?
want to say special thanks to you and your family and everybody that served. Thank you to all the veterans, you guys. We wouldn't be here without you guys. I said it this morning. We need you. So thank you for everybody that served, everybody that put their lives on the line, and thank you to their families as well
Yes,
for lending
yes.
you guys, for
Putting
lending
up
you
with
guys
us.
to us. So I appreciate it. I appreciate all the veterans out there. Have a wonderful Veterans Day. Man, you guys deserve it. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you
Yeah,
guys.
after this, Miss Fins, I'm going to Golden Corral. Give me a free buffet.
Hey,
Then after
let's
that,
go.
I'm going to Dave and Buster's and playing some arcade games. Get a free meal
Hey,
there.
that's
Yeah,
dope.
so
Okay,
it's
okay.
on till midnight. It's on till
Go, you better
midnight.
get it. You better get it. Shout out to everybody in the building. I see you,
Yeah.
Delusional, Liz, Elwood. Thank you for coming. I
Yes,
see you,
thank you
Joy.
all.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
It's okay. Thank you. All right, so we're Washington at Dolphins. Well, it's in Spain, but it's a Dolphins home game. And we got, injuries galore at Washington's running backs. Chris Rodriguez, though, that's somebody you got to look out for. If you need a flex or RB2 and you can pick up Chris Rodriguez, I think he's going to do really well. He did really well last week, and he's my hot pick, my underdog right there. It'll be Chris Rodriguez, Washington, against the Dolphins. Even though the Dolphins stopped James Cook, but when they played Atlanta, they stopped Atlanta's running back, and then Robinson, and then the next week, they couldn't stop Lamar, Lamar. So it's like up and down. So I think, and then it's in Spain. Jaden Daniels is still out, I believe. So we want to take a look. Well, yeah, he's definitely out. And then you got, Devon Achane. Definitely must start. Must start. He's starting to get top fantasy point maker is Devon, especially if you have Jonathan Taylor. I think he's going to be the number one running back this week. All right, and then Waddle too. Tua. I wouldn't play Tua unless you have to. If you have Daniel Jones and you need somebody, but still, I would look at the waiver wire at other quarterbacks. So let's move on to the next one. We have Carolina at Atlanta. This is a good running game, ground game here. We got Rico, my pickup that I told you guys weeks ago about Rico. If you can get Rico in a trade or anything, you got to get Rico. And Bijan Robinson, everybody knows about Bijan. But the thing with Bijan Robinson is that Algier is usually takes some touchdowns. Tyler usually takes a couple touchdowns from him, so that's kind of disappointing. Um, but Chuba Hubbard is still, yeah. I don't think he. I think he's injured too. I think he has some setbacks on
I
him.
don't know what's wrong with Chuba, but I got him too, man, and I'm so mad. He's done nothing all season for me. Sorry.
It's
Go
okay.
ahead.
It's okay. No,
It's
you can come up
triggering
and
me.
that's fine. That's fine. You're
Appreciate you.
fine. Yeah, that Rico. Wow.
He's awesome.
Yeah, what a pickup on that. So then you got Penix. I don't know about him for quarterback. I really don't. If you have you should have your quarterback that you're starting by this time. You should know. The beginning of the first 8 weeks, you already should have your quarterback that you're starting every game, one of the top 10 quarterbacks, and then you should have a one on the bench, for a bye week, or you just pick up a bye week quarterback. I never really select a quarterback during my draft, the second quarterback during my draft, unless it's like the last round or close to the last later rounds, and I see like somebody that can fill in if he gets injured or whatever. But waiver wire I usually use for quarterbacks. On the receiver end, Blake London is hot. If you can get trade for Blake London, if you got somebody that you can trade. I know trades aren't, a lot of people don't like trades, and I understand that. Some people likes a lot of trades, but yeah. So, and on Carolina side, the only person I'm playing is Rico. And Atlanta doesn't have that good of a run defense, so play Rico. About the receivers, I'm not too down with the receivers or even the quarterback for Carolina. So Bryce, I'm not really up with him. So we got Bijan Robinson, play. Rico, play. Blake London, play. Now on the defensive side, they're too equally matched. I like a defense that's bet with a weak offense. Carolina, they have Rico. They have some players that step it up. I don't think I would play any defense against them. Atlanta. So Atlanta or Carolina, no on the defense. All right, let's go to the next game. Tampa Bay at Buffalo. Wow, Buffalo usually has that 1 or 2 games a year. It just happened to be the Dolphins, where they just, I don't know, they just weren't into it. They thought it was an easy win.
They got destroyed.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
Yeah,
by the Dolphins, by the superior Dolphins.
Yes.
You heard me, superior Dolphins.
Tua greater than
Tua's better than Josh Allen.
Yeah. This is what he did. He put these super glasses on.
Exactly.
Like that.
Exactly.
I can't even see. He doesn't even see. He just throws it. It's either a punt throw or a catch by Waddle.
That's something. All I know is that the Dolphins destroyed the Bills. Let's go. Woo!
Or better yet, hand the ball off the chain. There you go.
Exactly.
So, yeah. All right. So, here we go with Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield. The Tua did good against Buffalo. And if you think about it, Buffalo really didn't play too many good teams at the beginning of the season. And the teams that they played good, they lost to, they lost to New England. They played the Saints. They played the Dolphins. So they got a little cocky, I think. And this was a wake-up call for them. So hopefully it's going to be in Buffalo. Tampa's traveling to Buffalo. So, and we got injuries like I was talking about with Bucky Irving. I don't know if he's playing or not. So hopefully he is. I like to see him back. But again, they're going to be working him in. if you got Sean Tucker, if you can pick up Sean Tucker off the waiver wire, that's another running back that I would flex this weekend. If Achan can do one of these running backs, Rashad White, I think, is injured. One of these running backs, you gotta get on there. I don't know about Chris Evans when he's coming back. Anybody in the chat know about Chris? Evans. Anybody or Godwin? If anybody knows about Godwin or any of those receivers, Mbuke, that's one of Cap's favorites. Mbuke. If you have Mbuke, I think you should play him. Look what Waddle did to their defense, and hopefully, I don't know if they're gonna wake up or not, Buffalo, but you need to wake up. Again, Tampa Bay might win this game, but with Buffalo being hurt like they did against Miami, they might put their all out against Tampa, another Florida team. So let's see. Next game, we got Houston at Tennessee. Woody Marks is another player to look out for, the flex, and Spears for I think Tony Pollard and Nick Chubb. They're nursing some injuries, so I wouldn't play either one of those on either side. But Woody Marks is somebody that if you need to fill in for, maybe you can't find anybody else to fill in for your Jonathan Taylor, or Spears is another one. So take a look at both of those. Actually, I would go with Woody Marks more because Tennessee doesn't have as good as run defense as the Texans do. So if you can pick up Woody Marks, I think that would be a good play for this week. All right. And quarterbacks, CJ Stroud and Cam Ward over there. I would pass on both of those. Defenses on both sides. It's at Tennessee, so I wouldn't go for any defenses on either side. We don't know if it's going to be a low-scoring game or a high-scoring game. All right, let's go to the next one. It's Bears at Minnesota. Divisional rivals. Yeah, Aaron Jones, I think he's going to come back in good shape. I put him on the bench last week because I was trying to work him back in because he's nursing an injury. Now I think he's fully set to go. He got 15 points last week. I had him on the bench. I could have played him as a flex, but I didn't. But he would be a good one that you can play as a starter now. And DeAndre Swift, for the Bears, definitely. So Minnesota's run defense is pretty good, but the Bears' defense is not as good as Minnesota's run defense. So also you got JJ. Also, we were talking about TJ, me and the Hawkinson with Miss Phins earlier. If you missed that, I would stay away from him. Put him on the bench unless he's the only tight end that you have that's any good. If you can pick up Otten and then put him in there. I know it's been wild fantasy football this year. Myself, you just got to keep on top of the matchups is a big thing. You want to play. You got to see when you're looking at your fantasy football lineup. I'm gonna pull mine up real quick. I want to show you guys something. Give me a minute here. All right, let me go to Miss Finn's League. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but on your roster, you go to your roster, and you'll see like Matthew Stafford is against Seattle this week, and it's a 17, it says right there, 17, and it's gray. That means it's the 17th best quarterback defense against points, fantasy points. Then I got Derrick Henry at Cleveland, but Cleveland is third for run defense. So if you look right there, it's in red. So, but then you got to take the player. I'm not going to put in like Merritt, which is playing Miami, and Miami has the 24th rush defense instead of Derrick Henry. So, your first 3 rounds of draft picks, and if they're giving you steady 10 to 15 points, you got to play them. You got to keep them in unless they're in a bye or injury. Same with quarterbacks, same with kickers, same with everything. If they're meeting their quota and it's a solid and maybe a 1 or 2 dip, then you keep them in. You don't go to your bench. You don't go to waiver wire. You keep your bench. And so those are the things to consider is when you're looking at matchups or doing your lineup. And there's also a quick lineup here button that you can push, and that will make sure that none of your bye weeks or any of your players that won't be playing are injured, and it'll give you the best point lineup that you have. Then you can take a look at it and look at your bench again, and then you could, whatever you feel in your heart or whatever research that you've done in the past or watching our show, and then you can, move it around a bit. But first I would quick lineup, then look at your starters, then look at your bench, look at the waiver wire. There's a lot of things to consider that could help you out. A lot of tools that you can use. All right, so let's go on to the next one. The next game is, we got Green Bay at New York. Wow, last night I was ready to go to sleep at halftime, 0-0. Wow. And I have A.J. Brown too. And then that last throw towards the end zone to A.J. Brown, I'm like, yes, A.J.'s going to get my 10 points that I need. No, dropped it. I don't even know why, Hurts threw it to him. And that's my lineup. I have Hurts and I have A.J. Brown. Not in this Phins league, but in another league. And that would have got me over the hump right there. That would have won. That one catch, that one touchdown would have done it. So, yeah. So, it could, garbage time points is where a lot of things happen for a win or lose in fantasy football. And unfortunately, these games during the last 10 weeks have been garbage time points. There's been a lot of garbage points. In the end, it's not really solid one from the other. All right, so we're going to go on to the next. Is we have the Bengals at Pittsburgh Steelers. And, of course, Warren. Definitely play Warren. He's a starter. Gainwell, I would bench him. Chase Brown, if you need to flex him. If you need RB2, but if you have somebody better than Chase Brown, then play him as RB1. Going against Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, and it's a divisional rivalry. Pittsburgh has one of the best run defense, so I wouldn't. And Joe Flacco, I don't know about. I would play him. I wouldn't play any quarterbacks, receivers in this game. I don't see anything. Anybody in the chat think about any Warren? Yeah, the running back Warren. I would take a look at. But yeah, so let's move on to the next game. Warren's like the only one I would play in this game. Aaron Rodgers, no, unless you want to play him because you have Daniel Jones is out. But I doubt that. All right, so we got the Chargers at Jacksonville. Chargers, I got Vidal. Wow, what a running back. I think he's doing really well, especially with Hampton out. And Travis Etienne, I definitely play. Tootin, I would bench. Yeah, so those are the two. Now, quarterbacks, Justin Herbert, definitely. I'd play against Jacksonville. It's in Jacksonville. Um, Trevor Lawrence, no. I wouldn't play Trevor Lawrence. Sorry. Receivers for Jacksonville. Hunter, is he out for the season? Hunter's out for the season. I see here in the chat. Yeah, so he's out for the season. What's the other receivers there, Raphael? Do you know the other receivers for Jacksonville that we would consider playing? All right, got to move along. We got Seattle at LA Rams. Definitely Williams, the running back. Definitely play him. He got a lot of time. I guess at San Francisco they played against. I have Stafford in one of my leagues as a quarterback. He doing wonderful, And Puka Nakua is doing really well. It's taken away from my Devontae Adams that I really love. So I got a stack player. I got Stafford and Adams as my stack, and then I had A.J. Brown and in another league, A.J. Brown and Hurts. That two stack, but my Adams and Stafford stack is doing really well. Oh, Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is that Seattle? That's right. Coming back for that revenge game. Oh, Brian Thomas. Is he still injured, or is he injured for Jacksonville? Yeah. So again, take a look. Seattle is a very good team, but this is a good matchup. Defense on both sides and offense on Seattle. Yeah. So yeah, but I would. They have the best run defense, the Rams, and it's going to be in LA. A divisional matchup again. They have the best run defense. So I wouldn't consider, unless you have to, Walker or Charbonnet. I wouldn't play them. Quarterback Sam Darnold is another item that you might want to look at against this defense. Yeah, so Cooper Kupp is another one that might have this revenge game. And I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I really do. I hope it is. I hope it's not like last night. I was hoping last night was a high scoring game. Get a lot of fantasy points. Come on. Let's go. At least, punt return for a touchdown. Some touchdowns. Come on. Let's get these points up there. We need to, like I always said, we always need to get at least 115 points. If you're not getting 115 points, you might most likely you're not going to win the game. Not going to win. You need 115 points. And some of these kickers have been stepping it up, getting those 50 plus. So even a kicker nowadays, you got to take a look at. I got a kicker in one league that got me 3 points and another kicker that got me 16 points. That's a big difference. That's 13 points. That's going from, 102 to, 115. So that would give me my points I need. So yeah, even kickers, you got to look at everything here. There's no studs. It's not top heavy anymore. It's a little bit of mix, and those top heavies are getting injured. And it's running back committee, and just a lot of things, a lot of roller coaster going on. All right, let's go to the next one. San Francisco at Arizona. McCaffrey, top 3, top 2. Him and Jonathan Taylor. Yeah. And Achan's getting up there too, by the way. And Henderson. If you picked up Henderson, watch out. He was my hot pick last week. And who do I say earlier today? Vidal is another one. Woody Marks. Mungungai. I keep messing up his name. The running back for Chicago. He's another option I forgot to mention when Chicago at Minnesota. One of these, Vidal, Magungai, Woody Marks. These are some of the players that you might want to take a look at. Give me a second here. I'm having some difficulties here. 1 minute here, please. Sorry, guys. I know. Getting all excited about tonight.
You good, man. You good. You good. Hey, listen. All I know is I saw a video of Kittle, George Kittle, and that tippy toe touchdown he had this weekend. Holy smokes. Probably one of the most, talk about, a game of inches. That's a game of centimeters. And the man still managed to get that touchdown. He had pure control of his body. That's what I got from that. I thought it was great. I thought it was
there's
one of
been
the
a lot of
best
those.
plays and touchdowns I saw so far. Definitely top 10 this season. That tippy toe that you're like, holy, he should have never gotten that, but he did. He managed. So
it's kind of like that tight end Waller. Remember that touchdown catch from Tua?
Yeah, that was another good one too.
Yeah. So there's a lot of tiptoeing going on, right?
Exactly.
So,
All right.
thank you, Miss Phins. All right. I don't know if I went over this one. I might have missed this one. Again, I'm going by my phone. I usually have a different setup. I got Green Bay at New York. No running backs. Tracy, I know I told a couple people to pick up Tracy Jr. For your, I would still bench him, and Singletary bench Jackson Dart and Scottaboo, both of them out now, and Brian Dayball, no longer a head coach. Play everybody at Green Bay. Defense, Josh Jacobs, all the receivers. It's done in New York. Everybody in Green Bay. Even though they played Monday night, still, yeah, play everybody Green Bay. If you got a Green Bay player, even if he normally is on the bench, he's coming in just for a couple catches, play him. All right, so we were at Seattle at LA Rams. Oh, I got a little guy came to see me. This is Danny, my Shih Tzu. Adorable. There you go. Such a good boy. All right. So we got San Francisco at Arizona. Bam Knight. I know he's on the injury report, but keep an eye on him. DeMarco Cato is a good flex to play for Arizona. And then you got McCaffrey, of course, San Francisco. I don't know about this game. Anybody have any players for Arizona that they think would step it up? Marvin Harrison. What do you guys think? McBride, of course. Yep, McBride. Wilson. Wilson is Winston. Oh, Wilson or Winston, quarterback. I'm not really certain. They're probably going to put in Wilson. I think he's the second string. So I don't really care for Russell Wilson. He had his days, but Brissett. Yeah, that's somebody to take a look at. But again, if you're looking at Brissett for your starting quarterback, you're filling him in. You should already have one of the other top 10 quarterbacks in your lineup already, unless you're replacing them. So, All right, so San Francisco. Who we have for receivers over there? Anybody in the chat know what we got for receivers for San Francisco? But okay, all right. Again, McCaffrey, all day long. Anybody else? But Bam Knight might be another one that might be a good play. All right, let's move on to the next one. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more games to talk about.
You're good on time, by the way.
Okay. All right. Thank you. We got Baltimore at Cleveland. Derrick Henry. Please give me more than 10 points. Please, please, please. Zay Flowers. What happened to Zay Flowers? Anybody know what happened to Zay Flowers? Judkins. Always get. There's a couple names. Sorry, guys, that I just can't pronounce properly. So just excuse my pronunciation. So we got Judkins and Henry. Definitely plays. Quarterback. What about the Cleveland rookie? Tight end. The Cleveland rookie. Who is the Cleveland rookie tight end? Raphael? And Jerry Jeudy might be a good play. But yeah, believe it or not, like I was saying, even though Cleveland Browns have the number 3 rushing defense, you still need to play Derrick Henry. Don't let that deter you from that red mark on your starting lineup, deter you from playing your top 3 round picks that's been solid. They're still going to continue being solid, whether it's against a good defense or not. All right, so let's go to the next one. Lamar, everybody knows about Lamar. Play Lamar. Quarterback for the Browns, the new quarterback. Shador, and let's say plays Shador, and he does lights out. Gabrielle, I'm not too fond of for a quarterback. So, all right, let's go to the next one. KC, Kansas City Chiefs at Denver. Wow. Not playing any running backs for Kansas City. Not even Kareem Hunt, Pacheco, or I am playing running backs RJ Harvey as a flex and J.K. Dobbins, especially if J.K. Dobbins is injured or questionable for the game. There's a question mark on him and Pacheco. So keep your eye on that. Troy Franklin is another hot pickup if you want to pick him up and put him on your bench. This is in Denver, divisional matchup, so keep an eye on that. Patrick Mahomes, of course, you're playing. The new receiver for Kansas City. Who are the receivers there? Anybody in the chat know? Can give me some receivers for Kansas City? Just got a blank in my mind. Oh, Kelsey. Yeah, definitely. Tight end Kelsey. Courtney Sutton. Courtney Sutton. Yeah, receiver. Rashid Rice. Yeah. Thank you, Raphael. Maybe you should join me up here when I'm solo. When Cap can't make it. All right, so let's move on to the next game. We got Detroit at Eagles. Wow. I hope it's better than last night's game. It's at Eagles, at Philadelphia. Barkley, they try to, I wish, I played it, all 3 of my teams I have in fantasy was playing Barkley. So I'm glad he didn't have one of those 40-point nights. It saved me in 2 of my leagues. But the third league, that touchdown throw to A.J. Brown that didn't happen was what crushed me on that. But you got Gibbs, definitely a start. Barkley a start, and Detroit has a better run defense than the Eagles' run defense. So that's considered. So if you're thinking between Gibbs and Barkley, you go with the Gibbs. Um, and then we got the receivers. We got a bunch of Sam Laporta. That's the other one. That's you got so many weapons in Detroit. That's the problem. And I got one of their receivers. What is it, Williams or Jamison Williams? That I don't know to play him or not. And I played him 1 week because I needed a receiver, and he got like 3 points. And then just last week, he got like 15 points. So, yeah, Laporta, I don't know what's going on. But definitely Amon St. Brown, and then you got Laporta. Keep an eye on him. He might have a good game. Yeah, so let's go on to the next game, that was Sunday Night Football, by the way. That's going to be Sunday Night Football, Detroit at Eagles. So hopefully that'll be a fun primetime game. Monday Night Football, we have Dallas Cowboys at Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders and Jetty. He should be good. The defense for Dallas, they picked up a couple pieces. Will that improve their run defense? They're like they have like bottom league run defense. So is Genty gonna have a day? Geno Smith, is he gonna have a day? I would stay away from Geno Smith. Again, quarterbacks right now, you should have your quarterback set, the top 12, any of those top 12 quarterbacks. Next week, I'll run through the top 12 quarterbacks. And if you don't have those quarterbacks, I'm going to go ahead and give you some quarterbacks that you need to put on your bench in case one of those get hurt or not. Javonte Williams from Denver. He's been a surprise for everybody running back for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm definitely starting him. So both running backs on both sides. It seems to be less of a committee in Dallas and in Las Vegas. That's the other thing you got to look at a running back. Do they have a committee, or do they have more focus on one single back in the backfield? Mostert. He was looking pretty good last game. Came from the Dolphins. Older running back, but still got that speed, and he could break it for one. He ran for a lot of touchdowns in 2023 with the Dolphins, and he's one to look out for maybe in the near future. If Genty can't pick it up, maybe he can fill in for him and get a couple scores for you. You need your running back to at least get 75 yards, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Maybe 5 passes or 3 or 4 passes. So you want them to get, again, 10 to 15 points. All right, that's it for today's fantasy football Veterans Day special.
Let's go with our
Let's
very
go.
own veteran. With our very own veteran, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That Dean. Hey, please do me a favor if you didn't already do it. Tell the people what branch you served.
I was in the U.S. Navy. I was on the Kitty Hawk from 1987 to 1991, and I served as a interior communication third-class petty officer that worked on fire alarm systems, and telephone systems on board ship. And I was in investigations. I did investigations with the military police there. Our ship was hit by a Russian submarine in 1986. And it put a big hole in the hull of the ship, and they had to dry dock it in Philadelphia. So when I got out of school, at A school in San Diego, when I graduated, I was top of the class, so I got to pick. I didn't want to be on a small ship. Sorry, guys. I wanted to be on a big aircraft carrier, and I wanted to go to Japan. I don't know. My background is I used to teach karate, Nisi Gojuru, Japanese karate, and I always wanted to go to Japan. And this ship right here, the Kitty Hawk, was scheduled to be in Japan, which it was. So I'm trying to make a long story short. Got wanted a big ship. I got my ship, the Kitty Hawk. I was all ready to go out there and get on board. And from Virginia, you go out to Norfolk, Virginia, out to Japan, and it got hit by a Russian submarine. They had to
Wow.
dry
Who
dock
who
it.
would have thought? Who would have thought?
So I went to Philadelphia, and I was at Philadelphia Naval Shipyard, which was like, I don't know, 2 miles from South Street and the stadium for the Eagles. I was there for 3 years, living on base there. And I went to Temple University. I was there, took advantage of that. And I taught Japanese karate. I had a karate team on the Kitty Hawk, and I taught SEALs and Marines martial arts. So
Wow, that's
yeah,
awesome.
that's when I was younger. It was years ago.
that's that's
Within
fine,
kids
man.
and marriage and life.
No, that's beautiful, man. Thank you for
No
you
problem.
and your service, and for everybody who's a veteran out there. Thank you so much for what you guys did, and your courage to serve the nation the way you guys did. Thank you for that. Cause that's awesome, man. What an awesome story. And I just wanted to take that moment to give you your props and your flowers. Cause again, it takes
Thank
bravery
you.
to do that. And thank you to your family for lending you to us for that as well. So thank you. And again, thank you to all the veteran families out there. Thank you to all the veterans themselves. You guys deserve this day. You guys really um without you guys, we're not a nation. So thank you. That's all I gotta say. I'm just so grateful. So
Thank you, Miss Fins. Thank you.
absolutely, absolutely, guys. So my final thought, because I'm gonna let you say the last thing. Uh, honestly, you said something earlier that I had to agree 1,000%. This year has been so crazy in football, in fantasy football. So many of the top players going down in injury, or they just have not performed. And some of the newcomers that coming out of nowhere, and you're like, holy smokes! Some backups are coming in, like Rico
Mm-hmm.
coming in and just taking over, doing things that nobody expected. So very, very interesting. I'd say this is
A lot of
a very
fun.
exactly very fun season because it's so
Exciting.
unpredictable. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
guys don't get all wrapped up if you lose or whatever. If you have a losing season or whatever. It's fun. This is fun. This
It is
gets you
fun.
involved with the NFL and other teams and gets you prepared for the next year. Who to free agency and whatnot. What players you might want to pick on your team. You want your team to pick. And yeah, so I really have a lot of fun with fantasy football, especially Miss Friends.
Oh, I
Fantasy football.
appreciate
We have fun.
man, I'm dying slowly, man. My team sucks. I'm literally bad. I've never been this bad ever. It's
But
so bad. My gosh. I'm
last year
embarrassed.
in one of my fantasy leagues, I won last year's fantasy football. I'm in last place in that league this year. So yeah,
It
so
happens. It happens. But
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
that's my final thought, sir. So you close us out.
Okay. Again, thank you for all your veterans for serving, and this is a better nation because of you. And we're looking forward to having a great weekend. And the night's not over. It's only 7:17. So celebrate if you can. And
There you
enjoy.
go. Celebrate if you can. Ba, 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 ba.
Woo!
Let's
Take
go.
care, everybody. God bless. God bless
Bye
you all.
bye.
Bye.